What's up, you guys? It's your boy Miguel here to give you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we are covering things that made me question being an X-ray tech. So, to give you context, I'm a night shift X-ray tech. I've been doing it for over 4 years at a Trauma 3 ER. So, I would say if we got to go all the way back to when Miguel was at the beginning of this beautiful journey of the world of radiology, I would say, for me personally, it would have to start with the education. As far as I was the first person in my family to go to college, and I didn't know the pacing. I didn't know how all the college stuff worked. And then I looked at all the other majors and I saw what classes they had to take, the timeline. And then I saw the world of radiology, X-ray, nursing, and all the other ones. And I saw all the prereqs and then all the subjects, all the aspects, and just knowing that I wasn't that smart, to be honest with you. I was heading into college with like a 2.4 GPA from high school, not that smart. And in my little brain, I was like, okay, if I take all these classes, there's a chance I still don't go get into the program. And then what you gonna do? And then I was like, dang, I'm not that smart, but we made it here, And then realizing, okay, even if you get into the program, you still got to make sure you don't fail, because you only get like maybe one reset at the very beginning, and then you can run it back again. And then if you make it through that, sit through boards, and like all that kind of got to me, and I was like thinking maybe I should pursue. I was like this close to almost doing IT and doing something else, which thank God I didn't, because this was like the best decision I made in my life. But like, I always regret being so hard on myself as far as not trusting myself and not being as confident. And it just mainly because like I would go on the internet, on YouTube, and there'd be like some old videos from like 2010, and I'm like, this helps me nothing. And no one would be educating people, and I had so many questions. And the internet, it did not help at all. And I was like, well, let me just hope this is the right decision for me. Like, I feel like I wish there was more. Like, now on social media, you can find every single aspect of this world of radiology. And you could find people giving you, like, what I do, what others, like, there's so much to make this process way more smoother, and that's mainly why I'm here doing this for y'all, to educate anyone who wants to know about it, to make someone's life easier. I know I'm a small channel. Even if I help 1 to 2 people, it's fine. I'm just giving back to y'all. So because like in my brain, going on to the actual school part, once I started taking the actual classes, I was like, oh, it's like high school again, but with like less guidance. It wasn't that bad. And then I was blindsided by like the actual prereq classes. And once again, I didn't know how my brain fully operated as far as the pacing and getting stuff together. And I always regret not being able to know how, like now I know that I'm dyslexic. That would help tremendously during like the X-ray school, knowing how to learn stuff like that. And I always felt hindered by that, because I would always have to work so hard compared to everyone else just to be okay. And now that I'm done with school, I kind of already mastered how my brain works and how to better learn stuff. And like, I regret not knowing any of that sooner. As far as actually moving forward to the actual program, I applied with like a 3.4 GPA, did the best I could, I would think. And I had to write an essay, and the interview, I was really hard on myself. I regret not just being more calm about that. But I mean, everyone's nervous when you're applying to like the program and doing stuff. Like, and like a part of me wishes when I was in the program, I took the time to actually, how do I say, like, enjoy the whole experience. I was so worried about just trying to pass it, and I never took the moment to actually kind of make friends in the program, kind of establish relationships, kind of dabble in other modalities more. Like when I went to see if I wanted to pursue that, like we were given the opportunity to go back to our any site you wanted, any modality, and I just chose to go back to where I worked at, which is fine. But I wish like I took maybe the time to maybe look at another modality again, and maybe Miguel could be with other credentials now. Who would have known? You know, I wish I would have done that. Kind of regret that. Let's see. Sitting for boards late, which that one had nothing to do with me because I got COVID during the summer of July, during the whole COVID epidemic, which that one kind of screwed me pretty bad because like I finished school, then I got COVID, and then I was like 3 to 4 months sitting for board, which that to me was terrible. I regret going out, interacting with my family for like the graduation of my program, and then I got sick because of that. So I kind of regret that part of the Xray school because it was so hard. Everyone else was passing because they took it right away. I was out surviving for my life and then trying to study, and it just made to the point where it was like really really hard. And I'm thankful that I'm here by like literally 75, like on the board, sit on the dot. That's how bad it was. I mean, if I would have took it sooner, I probably would have passed with higher grades. But I'm here pushing the button, so C's do get degrees. But let's see what else. Not being more confident in clinicals, like I mastered it pretty well towards like the second year, but I wish during the first year I could have got way more comps if I was more believing in myself. And I would be more confident and not overthink things with patience. That's something I think I would regret. But that's all I could think of right now as far as any problems or anything that I regret during extra. Not too much. I mean, I enjoyed most of it. It is a big relief being where I am now and just being able to enjoy life and know that if I need to go get another credential and other stuff, I kind of will be way more better prepared as far as like how I learn stuff and how I can approach stuff now than when I was a student. Because the scariest thing is like you knowing that this is will ultimately determine how your future goes, and especially if you have kids like I do, this will determine how their future will be affected. Now it's different. Like worst case, I just do X-rays till I retire, and okay, if I was able to pursue higher like credentials or whatever, and I didn't pass the board or whatever, I'm like, okay, well I'm fine. I'm still here. This is the baseline of where income and all that can go. But overall, those are the few regrets I have from the world of radiology. As always, if you want memes, check out the link below. You can check out my channel for all aspects of this beautiful world, and we'll see you on the next one.